What's going on, everybody? So here we are at the Fate of the Furious Queensland premiere at a cinema somewhere that I had to travel by train 2 hours to. I'm here with my good friend JM, who's come to see the movie with me, and also we're joined by this little creature. This is my friend Susan, aka the Cinemum. She has champagne. Look at all these new friends I'm making. Yay! So anyway, this is a little bit exciting. There's heaps of people here. It's all action-packed and fast and furious and stuff, and she's dancing around like a drunk chick already. And yeah, so we're gonna go check this movie out. We're gonna see what it's like, and hopefully it's gonna be the best movie ever. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so we've just seen Fate of the Furious, directed by F. Gary Gray, who is a director I really dig. This guy, he knows action. He did Straight Outta Compton a couple of years ago, which was arguably my favorite film that year. Loved it. What has he done? The Italian Job remake, The Negotiator. This guy knows action, and holy crap, this was a fantastic action film. I really dug this movie. What did you think of it?
Well, if you're a fan of the series, then of course you're going to go and see this movie anyway. And well, why wouldn't you? It's amazing. Forgetting about the action though for a second, how pretty is Scott Eastwood? Like,
yeah.
I'd just go for the eye candy.
Absolutely, but look, if you're after something a little bit more than eye candy, so essentially this movie, look, well, the extremely weak plot is that we have a female hacker.
There was a plot?
Nah. Apparently so. No, come on, there was a plot.
Did we
So,
see the sentence?
shut up. So we have a female hacker named Cypher, of course, played by Charlize Theron, and look, basically, you know, she's got her hands on some nukes, and she's also, well, if you've seen the trailer, you know that Dominique Tortellini, played by Vin Diesel, he's working for the bad guys this time, but we're not going to say why, because that was a really awesome surprise, but it's something huge. It is something really big that you are not going to see coming.
Exactly. Like, it's kind of...
Spoiler alert! Anyway, so look, Dom's turned bad, this woman's got nukes, it's up to our Fast and Furious team that we've seen in every movie so far to save the day. That's all it is. But you know what, this thing is filled with amazing action sequences, over-the-top stunts, some of the greatest fight choreography I've seen in a long time.
There's some really cool scenes where, I mean, forget about the plot, because you could easily take out the plot and it would just be an amazing film, but there's some scenes where you don't breathe. You let out a big sigh at the end and you realise you've been holding your breath for all these sequences. Some of the fist combat, the hand-to-hand combat is just extraordinary. And it's edited in a way which is quite nice for these films where you can actually follow along. You know, a lot of these films, action films, they tend to get so fast and choppy that it's a bit overwhelming. But this has got that right balance of you can follow everything that's going on and you feel it. You feel every elbow to the face and knee to the leg and whatever else they do, and like, you know, wet willies. Like every one of them is
Wedgies!
Wedgies!
I completely agree, that's one of the things I thought as well, and funnily enough, you know, normally with fight scenes, if they're a bit hard to follow, I find it's because A, the camera was really shaky or it was too close to the action. This time around the camera was close to the action, but you could still tell what was going on, and I thought, yeah, it was kind of unique in that respect. But like I said, some of the fight choreography as well, or action choreography, there's a prison break scene which had me on the edge of my seat. It was extraordinary. All the vehicle stuff, I mean, look, you've seen a lot of it in the trailers, you know, but it's so freaking over the top, but it's a Fast and Furious movie, so it's hard to criticize things. I mean, the scene, again, you've seen it in the trailer, where cars are being taken over by hackers and driving around by themselves and everything. It's so stupid.
But it's hilarious.
Exactly.
It's like a video game kind of sequence where you just, because you have control and you go insane and you do crazy things and you have cars dropping out of buildings and all sorts of stuff, and you know, they kind of flip it and they did that and then they
did all sorts of things. Actually, one thing I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie again in 3D. I really think the 3D is going to add something to it, so hopefully. But look, if I had to say anything, you know, critical about the movie, there were just a couple of scenes that kind of lulled a little bit for me. And keep in mind, this movie is a lot darker than the previous Fast and the Furious films. I mean, previously, yeah, they've been, you know, a lot of fun, you know, sort of just, yeah, laid back, colorful kind of action movies, but this one's got a much more serious tone to it. That being said, ironically enough, it was the funniest of the films, particularly because of, oh, actually, can I say why without giving spoilers away? But, well, no, particularly because of something that I can't actually say, but when you see the movie, the one thing that makes you laugh the most, you'll know what I'm talking about.
It's really, really clever. And for you, where you found it a little bit too dark, I actually quite liked the balance between the humour, because it's very self-aware. And I mean, when you get this far into a franchise, which is insane, I mean, it is nutso, totally off the wall, crazy. For it to be able to be so self-aware rather than serious, like another franchise latest installment that you saw recently down the Gold Coast, which you kind of made me see, because it took itself way too seriously.
Triple X!
I'm going to say it. This one, it's a really nice balance. I actually liked the balance between the dark side of it and the humour. The only weakness I had for the film was whenever there was a little bit of monologuing from one particular character, mostly Charlize, really.
Yeah.
And when she started monologuing, she is given the worst dialogue in this film, which is probably not that surprising. But she does what she can with it. She does an amazing job with the words she's given.
And she totally ripped off Angelina Jolie's look from Gone in 60 Seconds.
What are you talking about?
They look identical.
Right.
And this is the point where I'm going to put up a comparison picture of the two of them. Yeah, I thought Charlize was really good. Yeah, like her dialogue was kind of crap. But again, you know, it's one of those things that's hard to criticize in a movie like this. But yeah, I thought her character was fairly compelling. And there was one scene in particular where I thought she was actually quite chilling. I thought there was a level of psychoticnessosity to her that, yeah, I found a little disturbing. So I thought she did really, really good.
Well, if it's making you invent new words, then obviously it had quite a profound effect on you. So.
It did. I'm going to be laying in bed and going, oh my god, she was so psychotic and necessitous.
But I mean, it's true, she did a really great job, and she does have those chilling eyes and that sort of those amazing cheekbones, which are, you know, it's quite electrifying watching her screen presence. So she does a brilliant job, and you know, the rest of the cast did a pretty good job as well. There was one actor, and I don't want to say names or anything, but I thought was a little bit crappo, but I'm going to be picking on her, so I'm not going to say that. I know I said her, right? You weren't expecting that, were you?
The chick from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, bless her. I just didn't think she did a great job of delivering her line. She's the only character I didn't believe. And in this, which is insane and ridiculous and crazy and unbelievable, you know, to have a character that you actually don't believe is kind of like...
Actually, one character or one performance I thought was a lot more compelling than I've seen so far was Michelle Rodriguez. And mainly because, of course, Dominique Turtleneck is, you know, has like, yeah, the stakes are raised this time. And I thought, I don't know, I really felt for her character, what she was going through. And I thought her performance was a lot better in this installment than any of the other ones previously. So, yeah.
Got to a point in the budget where they've actually been able to bring in acting coaches.
Yeah. It's like, we're doing number 8, you're going to have to learn to act this time, Michelle Rodriguez.
But there's some really surprising funny moments, you know, as you said earlier. There's a scene between The Rock and his daughter, which is just hilarious. I mean, it will either alienate an entire region of peoples, or they'll think it's absolutely hilarious. Luckily, everyone in our cinema laughed, including all the very famous footballers who were sitting along the road with me. Thank goodness they laughed. I wasn't prepared for a stampede. Too small for that. But yeah, there's a really, like you were saying before, the humour in it it's clever, it's self-aware, but it's quite unexpected as well, which is, and it breaks up in between all that action to have those laughs is really quite enjoyable. I mean, I had so much fun in this film.
A lot of the humor, oh yeah, no, totally. A lot of the humor, once again, comes from Tyrese Gibson. Yeah, that guy is just hilarious. If you watch the behind-the-scenes stuff on the previous movies, he really is that funny. Like, on and off camera, that guy is just amazing. And he had, yeah, most of the funny lines in the movie, yeah, which was fine, because his character is awesome.
So I guess the big question is, what are you going to give this film out of 10?
Well, I would say by the amount that I enjoyed it compared to the few little criticisms I had, I am going to give Fate of the Furious an 8.5 out of 10.
Well, normally I would agree with you, and in fact I had that figure in my head through most of the film, but there is a running joke in the film, and when you go and see it, hopefully this will make sense to you, so I'm going to give this an 11.
I Alrighty, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this review, and thank you very much to my good friend Susan, aka the Cinemum, for joining me on this one. We've been talking about doing this for quite some time, and here we are. I'm going to put a link to her website down in the description below, so make sure you check it out. She doesn't do reviews as such, but she does sort of content breakdown. So if you want to know if a movie is safe to take your kiddies to go and see, that sort of thing, she will let you know exactly how many F words and penises and all those sorts of things are in a movie. So yeah, make sure you check it out. And in the meantime, if you guys have seen Fate of the Furious, let us know what you thought. Drop us some comments either here or on Facebook. All the social media links are in the description below, because I like to talk about movies and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.